Hey Capricorn, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your love and separation read for the month of December. I wanted to say thank you for all the views, all of the comments, and all of the likes. I sure appreciate you guys. So let's see what we got for Capricorn in love, December. Communication is key. Don't let your past hold you back. So you're moving towards something else, a new path, and you're good enough. So to me, this might be moving past difficult communication with someone. It looks like to me you are trying to attract different people into your world. Don't mince your words. Don't mince your words. So this is talking about, of course, co-creation, creating the life that you want. This is talking about choosing the reality that's better for you. Don't bring the past into the future, into the present. And you need to communicate what it is that you want. There's a duality in your communication that needs to be brought together. So kind of let's see what's going on there. Okay, yeah, you've got communication, logical communication. Somebody needs to communicate about a romantic prospect. Somebody needs to tell somebody their feelings. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your lover, Capricorn. Okay. A little bit of sadness, a little bit of loss in moving forward. It looks like somebody chose not to take a leap of faith when it came to solid commitment with you, Capricorn, or maybe this is you not wanting to move forward toward commitment in a relationship. Let's see what's going on with your partner. I asked for your partner and I got you. Let's look at your partner. Oh. Okay. It looks like to me that your partner's willing to do what it takes to make it work. They want to talk about how they've held on to you. They're holding on to you. They want to cultivate things with you. They want to build things with you. But there's something that they want you to do together. So, for example, your partner's held on to you. They still have feelings for you. But they're not going to press the issue if they don't feel like you're on the same page. They're not going to press the issue if they don't feel like this is something that you're doing together. They really don't want any part of a one-sided relationship. Okay. Okay, this might end up being pretty good. So let's see what the blocks are for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, I think that you rethought this situation. And I think that you're looking at commitment with this person now, where in the past you were kind of shut down to it. So this may be the communication that needs to come across about exactly what it is that you want. Sometimes when we focus on what we don't want, we build up a wall and we shut down, and we, at the mere existence of it, we're like, no. So this is about you communicating to your partner what it is that you want out of this relationship, if it's progressed to the point of relationship. This is talking about you taking another look at the situation and offering something to your partner. Let's see what the blocks are for your partner. Forward movement. Celebrating this without being defensive. So there's defensiveness with you and your partner. It looks like your partner, there's no joy in this situation if you're not on board with them. There's no joy in how this situation has turned out. And there's a lack of forward movement because somebody's just blocked. So let's see what's going on between the two of you. Confusion, emotional confusion. Okay. So it looks like to me there's just been a no about commitment, but there hasn't been any communication as to why that's a no. So switch it how you need to, right? You guys know how it works. There's a lot of confusion regarding someone's idea about why they are so against commitment. But there hasn't been a lot of communication as to why. So this conversation needs to be had here that this is what my expectations are with the relationship, or I'm not interested in a commitment with you, or whatever. Your partner is saying, look, I'm interested in commitment, but I'm not going to press the issue, and I'm not going to make it an issue if I'm by myself doing it. So let's kind of see how your partner's feeling about you. They want commitment, but they're not going to offer it because they don't want to cause an issue. They don't want to make it a big deal. They're not going to force it. They're going to allow it to flow. I think your partner's of the mindset that if this is meant to be, then it's meant to be. And if it's not, well, I mean, you know, doesn't make them happy, but they're not going to press it. And they also feel like maybe there's something that you haven't overcome. Or maybe you feel this way about your partner, that there's something that hasn't been overcome in this situation. Yeah, so they want to offer something small. They want there to be something small between the two of you. They want this. I mean, they've kind of overcome their demons. Maybe you guys are just in a different place in your lives. They've overcome some things. Maybe this is you overcoming things. But deciding to commit to somebody is supposed to be a happy thing, right? It's supposed to be a good thing, a thing you celebrate. It's not supposed to be like, well, okay, if I have to. And so I think that's the energy that you're probably experiencing here. So let's see what they're thinking. Somebody just needs to come out and show you and tell you how they feel about you. Their lack of commitment is making you feel as though they don't love you or they don't want you. They don't want what happened in the past. Remember, keep that in mind. When they are becoming a little bit obstinate toward forward movement and commitment, it's because they're triggered against something that happened in the past. They don't want what happened in the past, but they're not making the separation between triggered and moving forward. So they're not saying, I don't love you, I don't want to be with you. What they're saying is, I don't want what happened in the past to happen again. So let's see what they're thinking. Although they've unblocked themselves, you know, they're not hermiting, there's still hope for true love to happen for them. They still hold out hope for true love. They want new opportunity with you. They're hoping that you're it. They're trapped in a lot of fear of heartbreak from the past that they haven't quite moved past. But they don't understand that what's on the other side of working through those feelings is wish fulfillment, is happiness, is commitment. So this is not about you. This is about them moving past something in their past, moving past their triggers. Let's see what their intentions are. They're carrying a lot of baggage they just need to let go of. Yeah, a lot of betrayal they're holding on to that they haven't healed from. That's what's going on. They haven't been exactly transparent with you about it, that they've overcome it. I think they put on a good game. You know, they may give a really great impression that they have overcome it, but their lack of being able to commit to you or vice versa is an indicator that they're not quite over what happened in the past. And that's what they're saying here. They haven't been honest with you. Again, communication needs to be had about how they feel about you. I think somebody used them very badly in the past, and so they're trying to avoid that. So their intention at this point is to hold on to their pain and try to avoid commitment. Let's see what they're going to do. I think that they're going to pull their energy back from you, Capricorn. They're just not in a position in which they are accepting forward movement in this relationship. And Four of Wands, which is bringing something into balance, solidity in relationship, coming together, marriage, you know, living together, whatever. That is in the reverse for this person. So what are they going to do? Well, they're going to reject any offers for commitment moving forward. So, I mean, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? So, it may be time for you to consider, Capricorn, if this is you with this issue or if it's your partner with this issue, pulling back your energy from this person, not taking it personally, not taking it to the ego. This is where they are, and this is what they can do with what they have currently, because they're not reaching for something else. They're not reaching to try to get over something. The only thing you can do is allow it to flow, but not stopping your life. You know, you've offered them this position. If they don't want it, move forward. So maybe pulling back your energy and giving them the space that they're asking for and the space that they need to heal. Because if you don't, and you force the issue, or they force the issue on you, however it's working, if you're with a person who hasn't healed from a previous relationship, they're only going to hurt you in the process, because you're going to turn into the new person that hurt them, regardless of what face you're wearing. So, pull back your energy. They intend on pulling back their energy. Let's see what they expect you to do. They're stopping all movement. They expect you to come to a full stop as well. Maybe visit this at a later date. Two of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Coins in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. The World in the reverse. Right person, wrong time, maybe. But this is not indicative of them expecting or having the willpower, desire to move forward with this relationship. So let's see what a final outcome is. Final outcome is they are going to be forced to face their issues in this situation, right? They're going to be saying, well, you know what? I'm holding on to something that's no longer reality. I kind of need to balance myself and get down to brass tacks with that about what am I going to do about that. At that point, they are going to want to move forward, but you're looking at a good 4 weeks, 4 months situation. There will be a point where this person moves forward, wants to move forward. But is this going to be even an issue at that time? Are you going to be available at that time? Will you have moved on to new love by that point? So those are kind of all things that you'll have to consider. But this person at this point is not ready to commit to a relationship with you. So if you're giving them your energy and you're going hard for them, and you know what, you need to start matching, because they have no intention at this point of moving forward in commitment. And it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with something that they refuse to let go of, and they want to wallow in it, which, you know, things are painful, right? But, you know, at some point, this person is holding on to hope. They're holding on to pain. They're holding on to, because they haven't decided to let go of this person or the pain that they caused them. And like I say, sometimes people hold on to that because that's the only thing they have left. Okay? So when you got somebody in that perspective, then, you know, they're not going to be in a commitment type of situation with you. It's time for you to stop accepting that. And I think that's why we have this north-south node thing here. In the past, I think maybe you accepted half-ass relationships, you know, or maybe that's your trigger or whatever. But this is saying be clear. Don't mince your words, right? This is where we started. Don't mince your words. You have to move away from something. You're moving toward another path. You don't want to bring people, places, things, triggers with you on that path. You're trying to attract different set of circumstances into this new path. And you're good enough. It has nothing to do with you. This issue with this person is their internal battle and struggle. Can't fight it for them. So time to match their energy. Allow them to have their space and say, you know what? I totally understand, but be moving on. Let's see what they have to say to you. This is about choosing you. I'm going through dark night of the soul. Okay, I don't want to drag you into my darkness. Yeah, because they're not wanting to come out of their darkness at this time. Can you really love me? I'm not sure that I love me 100%, and that's why it's not about you, it's about them. Your situation is complicated. I don't feel equipped to handle it. They're saying their situation is complicated, and they don't feel equipped to have new love in their life. So let's see what their next move may be. Okay, so they've retreated. This betrayal that this person experienced that we talked about earlier, this made them hermit. And they retreated. They don't want to have anything to do with it. They're not having anything to do with this person. They're not holding out hope that they'll get back together. It's nothing like that. But they're deeply, deeply wounded and humiliated by this situation. And they know that people are talking. And so they've hermited themselves away from all of that in order to avoid dealing with it. They are not in the mindset now to recognize that there's even potential for other partners. They're open to friendships, but if you've kind of gone to another stage in this relationship, how are you going to be friends with somebody that you're fucking? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, realistically, I think people try to fool themselves and say, well, yeah, sure, we can do that. But not really. So I think that they're open to friendships, they're open to support, they're open to communication, but they're not open to romantic commitment moving forward. They're going to have their breakthrough because they're going to get overloaded about the situation. You know, when you choose not to deal with it, you hit a brick wall. So I think they are going to have a breakthrough here in this situation. But may take a minute. May take you, giving them their space and moving on about your business for them to realize, hey, the opportunity for me to move on was kind of right there all along. And, the opportunity was standing right there in front of my face. And what did I do? I wanted to wallow in my misery. So I think that they're going to hit their brick wall. They're going to have to learn to deal. And at that point, they're going to be coming to you, presenting something to you. But right now, they're in thinking mode with this situation. So in all actuality, they're not really going to be doing anything. They are contemplating their own things. And while they may be open to friendships, they're not open to romantic commitments. So, I mean, you can't, like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And this is not about you. It's about them not getting over something that it's kind of been well past time for them to. So you got to match their energy and move on. There's not a lot that can be done here with this situation. This is about you accepting half-ass, right? Are you going to move forward and go toward what you truly desire, what you truly deserve? Or are you going to continue to accept projects that are almost non-starters? It's up to you what you decide to do. No place like home. There may be something that you end up going back to in your past. But there's going to be changes in this situation for sure. To be fair, this is about your balance on a new path. You are going to be experiencing changes, whether this person's here or they're not. And you're going on a new journey. You've got 11-11. I think it's time for you kind of to observe what you're about. What are you in alignment with? What do you want? So a lot of times and we're all guilty of it, but a lot of times we sit here and we say, we don't really know what we want in a partner. We're not really sure what we want moving forward, and we're not really making a plan effectively to map that out either. We're just sort of accepting what's coming into our energy instead of being co-creative and saying, this is what I want. This is what I'm attracting in. This is what I'm going to start manifesting in. So this is calling for you to kind of get a game plan, right? And understand you're going past this situation. Right now, you're going past it. And it's time to leave empty promises and half-assed things in the past. And don't accept those anymore. Stop accepting things from people that they're not sure about. Between worlds, it's time for you to put both of your feet fully planted in where you're going and not where you've been. South Node is something that in past lives we're working past, right? North Node is something that we're working toward in this life. So everything opposite is what you're working toward in this life. So for example, I'm a South Node Taurus and I'm a North Node Scorpio. So I'm working past things, that I may have experienced in previous lifetimes, and I'm working toward deeper truths, knowledge, mysticism, that whole thing. I'm a trailblazer, whatever. So look up your South and North nodes to determine what you're actually supposed to be working toward in this lifetime. That may help you with your co-creation. I don't think right now it's time for you to give any more to this relationship. I think you need to learn to receive. You probably need to learn to receive, but you also need to get serious about what it is that you want to receive. Yin and yang. There could be a soulmate, somebody coming in that's more aligned with you when you jump on this new path. This person is your equal counterpart. They're not somebody that you have to coax and nurse back to life. So soulmate action incoming for you, Capricorn, once you step on your new path. So let's kind of see what that may look like. I like that a lot better than, trying to coax and nurse a situation into being that isn't at present. New beginning, soulmate, victorious, moving forward, no confusion. Unblocking yourself, wish fulfillment over heartbreak. You're overcoming burdens and you're going to be putting in the work. This person may be someone you marry. So this may be fire sign energy for you, younger fire sign energy, but this person's on your same level. There's going to be a great deal of balance with this person. You may buy a home with this person. You're going to have really good adventures with this person and travel for sure. You guys may eventually come into working a business together or putting some joint effort together in work. This may be a soulmate. Soulmates are not hard, right? You don't have that push and pull and that difficulty like you do with the twin flame or a karmic. So this person is soulmate energy. It's going to be very smooth, very easy, complementing one another, lots in common. New beginning. Let go of this. Go on your new beginning. Go on your new path. Decide to put both feet in the future on this new path. Boom, everything opens up. This person's going to make you think why you even wasted your time with anybody else. Why didn't I just do this sooner? If I'd have known how easy this relationship was going to be for me and how fulfilling this relationship was going to be for me, I would have done this a long time ago. So, Capricorn, that's what I kind of have for you. We're at 27 minutes. You've got new love coming in. Soulmate love once you decide to abandon a path that no longer serves you. So we will see you guys later.